Good morning. Good morning to you. How everybody doing this morning, this Saturday morning? I know I got the camera all crazy. Just wanted to chime in and say, how you doing? It's Saturday morning, you guys. Do, 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 do. Good morning. I'm glad that you guys could chime in. This is your boy Bugatti NYC. Let me go ahead and get this camera straight. Trump. How did the Trump family earn over $1 billion this year? We're going to get into that and much more, you guys. Let's go. Let me go ahead and get this camera straight. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning because I know I am. It's pretty cold out there. And yes, one thing we definitely going to do, we're going to pray for all of our animals outside. And if there's anything else that we can do, as far as like to utilize our community to bring people together, save any animals or anything like that, please let us know. That's something that we are always for, just so you know. Totally interested in doing stuff like that, using the platform to help people out. So let me go ahead and get these monitors up how I always do. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Praying for that. Don't want to just be in here talking and rattling off. Got to get the camera straight just to make sure I can see myself, guys. And make sure it's leveled off correctly. So we're going to see what we got here. Okay, almost Bugatti. Well, let me see. What side is? Let me check this time. Yeah, we got time. We got a whole bunch of time. Yeah, there you go, boy. Let's go ahead and get that a little better. How everybody doing this morning? It's Saturday, everybody. One of our favorite days of the week. Gotta say. No, it's one of my favorites. Just a touch. Out and back in. I think that's going to be it for today, guys. I think I'm straight with that. Out, back in. Got that little slide going on to the left a little bit. Where is that? So that would be, is that over by the, that's by the P. So that's the back of it. All right. The back of it, that needs to be lifted up. What about right there? Yeah, you guys can start, coming on in, doing what y'all got to do while I get this just as good as possible. Yes, and I think that's going to be it for this morning right there. Did I mess it up a little bit? Almost had it, Bugatti. Come on, man. So sorry. You know how these mornings are. I have to get a stand for this. I think I'm gonna do that today, right before the storm. Just really get the stand. I have to bring the other table in here because it's sitting on a couch right now, and that's why I'm getting this back and forth leveling crap going on. So, and I really can't see what I'm dealing with over here. Well, yeah, I still got time because I always come on early. So just going to have to, let me see who we got up in the building right now. How everybody doing? Good morning, Brian, Miss Swanza. We got Casey up in the building. What's going on, Casey? I see Liberty and Justice up in here. My boy, Jeffrey Spilker. How everybody doing in the building this morning? How y'all doing? Just want to get a little bit more angles going on here. See if we can try to straighten this camera out just a little bit more. Just a touch. I know I'm messing things up, but sometimes you got to get it wrong to get it right. It happens like that. I think I'm going to be good with that because, we work off another screen anyway. But anyway, hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and it's time to get into it, you guys. What I got going on over here with my time, pretty good with that. That went off, cut that back on. I got a whole production going on over here on Saturday mornings, you guys. How y'all doing? We got over here, we got Casey Ramos, Jeffrey Spilker. See everybody coming in. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all come in before we say the prayer. Try to get as many people in here so I don't have to keep jumping as you guys come in, because that's what we gotta do before we start anything. That's right, you guys. We can't do anything before that. And that's right, we said Trump. How did the Trump family earn over $1 billion this year? And notice I said the word earn. Don't try to get me for that. You heard what I said. That means you work for it. Let's keep on moving forward. And that's right. Today, what do I want to pray for? I want to pray for all security. I want to pray for safety. I want to pray for good health. I want to pray for boilers. I want to pray for energy to make sure that people's power don't shut down the way we're expecting it to. all across the nation. We're expecting a really big snowstorm and a big freeze coming in certain places. I really want to pray for the animals. I want to pray for everybody that's out there, all of the family members, all of the service workers and emergency people as well. Everybody that's out there really about to really get on the front line and make sure the roads are safe. Just want to make sure everybody's good. And as far as the cats are concerned, all of the animals, as many as we can get off the streets and try to get to a shelter or something, I really think that would be great as well. That being said, who we praying for in the chat this morning? We got liberty and justice. Terry, I see Leo up in here. Praise the Lord to you. Audrey, that's right. Who else we got up in here? Miss Swanza, that's right. Praise the Lord. Liberty and justice. Rebecca Lanya and Bueno. You know we got to always pray for you, sis. And we hope that you're having a great diagnosis with everything that's going on with your health. Who else we want to pray for? KC, Mark Dorfman. That's right, Mark. Definitely got to pray for all those animals. Amen. And with that being said, yeah, I know it's time. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. It's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. Tried to catch me. And we wind it up. Wind it. I knew it. Okay. Olay, that's right. He tried to be on time. That's okay, no problem, because I knew where to catch you at. And we gotta open up those pores. It's cold outside, y'all know that, right? We gotta open up them pores. So what I had to do in the building here today was, we gotta open up those pores. I had to go into the room where the thermostat's at, open up those pores and say, turn it up, turn the heat up a little bit, turned it up a little bit more, and then I started to sweat. So I didn't really have to open up my pores too much because it got hot and hot and hot and her. Y'all know where we going, right? Hot and want a little bit of and a little bit of want a little bit of just a little bit of Look, I was like, good gracious, ashes, bodacious, flirtatious, trying to show patience. I'm looking for the right time to shoot my steez. I'm waiting for the right time to get my thieves, and I'm leaving. Please believe in me and the rest of my heathens. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I wanna take my clothes off. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I wanna let it all hang. And what you doing at the bar if you ain't popping the bottle? It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I wanna take my clothes off. Y'all know where we at right now. Y'all know what we doing, right? And what time is it? It's Saturday the 24th, right? Bump that beat. It's Saturday the 24th. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and chat and that, and we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Bugatti NYC. Like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Doom, doom. Tell the truth. I think they planted that tune in the beginning of that song on purpose. So like all the girls that were sitting down, as soon as they hear that, doom, 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 they be like, you gotta make that decision right there. Am I gonna get up and dance, or am I gonna just sit here? Because 9 times out of 10, as soon as y'all heard that hot in here beat came on, y'all gotta admit, y'all got up and was like, It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting... Yeah, you got to turn up sometimes, you guys, for no apparent reason. Why? Because he gave us another day. I appreciate you guys so much for coming here and being a part of the show, and we always do what? We always turn up with current events, trending topics, and much, much more. So without any further ado, what is it time for me to do? I got 5 on it. I'm gonna stack 5 videos at a time, and I'm gonna hope that you guys stay on point, stay on topic, and let me know where you're chiming in from, and let me know what time it is. I love to go do research on the places that you guys are at. It gives us great ground for good, great dialogue. Okay, you guys, you know what else I'm gonna say right now? It's time to get into it. Don't want to take too long because guess what? Let's get into these titles. I'm ready to go. Let's get it started right now. We have Trump. How did the Trump family earn over $1 billion this year? To be exact, I think it's $1,588,088, something like that. But anyway, we're gonna find out how it happened. Can't knock the hustle. Definitely want to see what's going on with that. Okay, since we talked about that already, what else do we have here? We have Massey, Thomas Massey, straight up accuses Pam Bondi of breaking the law when it comes down to the Epstein files, saying that she was one of the people that introduced it, saying that the campaign was running on it, as well as the fact that she also said the files were on her desk right now. Let's keep on moving forward because, yeah, that's a big one to get into. Also, last but not least, we got a Miami woman. That's right, you guys, you're reading it right. She punches an alligator in the eye as it lunges for her dog. Boop, get away from my pooch. Ain't that something that one of us could do if we thought about it, especially when it comes to that motherly instinct. You look at that alligator like, get away from my baby. But then again, it's an alligator. So yeah, we're gonna really get into some stuff. We got current events, trending topics, and much, much more. Let's get into it, you guys. It's our bottom line. Let's get your coffee ready. Let's get your tea, because guess what? It's time to follow me into the news and keep it going on with all of our current events, trending topics, and what we've been following all week. How are we gonna start this off this morning? We've got Trump speaking about the deadline that he's given for Greenland. That's right. I think it's about a week or so that he's going to start implementing more tariffs on people, on the other countries that are not letting them obtain Greenland. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
What's going to come next? 19 past. Clock could be ticking. President Trump appearing to set a 2-week deadline for a deal with Denmark over the future of Greenland. The devil, however, may be in the details. It often is. In the capital city of Nuuk in Greenland, Lucas Tomlinson has spent the week there. He's there live yet again today. Lucas, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. And Denmark's prime minister has arrived here in Greenland for talks. It was supposed to be a much larger contingent of European leaders, perhaps a sign the situation here on the ground has been diffused. And President Trump speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One about his new 2-week deadline.
It's really a negotiation, but it's infinity. The time limit is infinity, meaning there is no time limit. It's forever. You hear about 99 years, 50 years. It's forever. That was discussed. We can do anything we want. We can do military. We can do anything we want.
So he's not putting the time limit on how long the United States is looking to ascertain Greenland, like 50 or 99 years. He's like, it's infinity, once it, period.
At a press conference here in the Capitol, I asked Greenland's prime minister if he would welcome the deployment of the Golden Dome missile defense system. Do you want to see the Golden Dome missile defense shield deployed here?
I want a respectful and good dialogue where we can discuss that kind of things. We already have a defense agreement with the United States through the Kingdom of Denmark. We are part of the NATO framework.
So basically what we're all getting here is this one or two things. Either the United States can get Greenland overall, or from what they're trying to say is you're already part of NATO, so you can already do that. Why do you want us basically as part of your country? Because we want it all. That's what we're going for. Give it all to us. That's right. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Russia. Let's go over to Vladimir Putin, who pledges and says he's going to give $1 billion as a contribution to Trump's board of peace Yeah, how are you going to give $1 billion up and during the situation called into something called the Board of Peace when you're at war is pretty hard to explain. That's number one. And number two, you know where he's talking about getting that money from the frozen monetary that they have frozen that Russia had gotten taken from him during the Biden administration. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. This is crazy. I couldn't believe the way he swung this, but I kind of thought it was clever. I mean, they can't really access the money. It's not there for them anymore. So they're saying, okay, you can use that money that you guys have frozen of ours. Let's keep going forward, you guys.
Мы действительно получили личное обращение президента.
So he's saying that we have indeed received a personal invitation from President of the United States, Donald Trump, to join a new international structure. He has created a peace council.
Соединенных Штатов Америки Дональда Трампа с приглашением присоединиться к создаваемой по его инициативе новой международной структуре Совету мира. В этой связи хотел бы прежде всего поблагодарить президента США
But in this regard, I would like to first thank the U.S. President for the offer.
за это предложение. Мы всегда поддерживали и поддерживаем любые усилия,
We have always supported and continue to support any efforts aimed to strengthen international stability.
направленные на укрепление международной стабильности. Отмечаем также и вклад действующей администрации
We also note the current U.S. administration's contribution to the search for solutions to the Ukrainian crisis.
США в поиске решения по урегулированию украинского кризиса.
That's how you say
Учитывая особые отношения России с
Given Russia's special relationships with the Palestinian people,
палестинским народом, мы могли бы, я думаю,
I believe we could send $1 billion to the Peace Council from Russian assets frozen under the previous U.S. administration. How clever, right?
направить в Совет мира $1 миллиард США из замороженных еще при прежней администрации США российских активов. Кстати, оставшие
Incidentally, the remaining funds from our frozen assets in the U.S. could also be used to rebuild territories. So he's basically saying, use all that bread that y'all already took from us, and y'all had how I used to normally say it, make it happen, Captain. There you go, make it happen, Captain. With what you got, because you ain't getting no more. I don't know what the next part of the situation is, but I'm sure they understand how much money is frozen, $1 billion plus. So Putin's like, okay, use that money you already got from us. I can't say I'm mad at that. Strategic move. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Iran. And the reason I say it like that is because I used to watch wrestling a long time ago, and I could remember Iron Sheik, that's bad, right? It's really bad. Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov, when they were a tag team, and they used to come out like, Iran, #1, Russia, #1, United States. I used to be like, yo, I can't stand these dudes. But they wanted that. They wanted you to be angry. So let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Because, yeah, we're going to Iran right now because we got this exiled Iranian crown prince. Very important information. I've been getting a lot of inside information from him. We have. He reveals how people have been by the regime in Iran. I don't know if you guys go back that far or know what I'm talking about, but wrestling. But, yeah, I remember those two fools.
Well, if they keep killing people, will you go back?
Well, I don't want to talk about that because I don't want to put myself in a position. I can't say that. I don't want to say it because I think it would be stupid for me to say that.
Okay, with that, we bring in exiled Iranian Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, who says that the regime is on the verge of collapse. Crown Prince Pahlavi, thank you very much. It's good to have you back on the program, sir.
Good to be back, Martha.
How do you interpret that exchange with Maria Bartiromo and President Trump?
Martha, in the middle of what's happening, I think I can update you with the latest news that I had from Iran itself. I just got off the phone with a political prisoner that managed to somehow connect to the internet. And here's what the situation on the ground is.
We got to catch all words. He said someone who managed to connect to the internet. Oh man, it's crazy out there.
It's an ongoing war between the people and this regime. The regime has massacred them, and it is in total darkness that it is carrying out even more brutality by shooting people in hospitals under the direct order of Khamenei, not to let anyone who was even wounded alive. That's the extent of their brutality, and the numbers you
said not even let the people that are wounded stay alive. You heard that?
Well, that is correct. We anticipate at least 20,000 people dead, if not more, across the land. Now, one thing that the world and this audience needs to realize is that these brave Iranians are saying, we are fighting not just for our own liberation, but to free the world from this terrorist regime. Their commitment is to fight to the very end, and this is the momentum that we have right now. And what could change the odds in their favor is the much needed neutralization of the regime's instruments of repression, which can only occur based on what the president stated a few days ago, that it will be consequential for the regime using the brutality against the people. And you should not believe a word the regime says, because as an act of desperation, they're trying to buy time. They will make the same false promises that they've done before, and you cannot rely on their words at all.
The same way when we boom those clear areas, and they went in there and started cleaning it up, refixing it and rebuilding, talking about, no, we're not trying to rebuild anything. You can't believe anything that they say. That's why there's a book called The 48 Laws of Power. When it comes down to war, you have to crush them all the way. Every part of their existence, every piece of what they got going on. It's sad to say that, but you got to. If you think about it, that's what a lot of rappers do. If you think about it, why is 50 Cent the way that he is? I'm telling you, it's a chess move. So certain people, you got to keep your hand on. You got to keep your get pressure on them because of the fact that you can't let them get stronger, because if they do, you know what's going to happen. But if you don't crush them all the way, there'll always be an enemy. And if they have a child, you killed my father. Damn you! I am here to avenge Wang Tong Ting. Things like that. Strategic moves in war, you guys. That's why you got to be really smart. And I always say, think 5 moves ahead. Think about the 5 moves that person is planning on you when you're going to buy something, when you're dealing with a situation. Come on now, let's get with it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. What we going to do right now? I think we're going to Washington, where we're going to watch President Trump as he delivers a message for much of, what's this called? The March of Life crowd. Sorry, you guys, I do have astigmatism, so I'm working on that. Now I don't like wearing glasses, so I'm kind of stubborn in that point.
Everyone at the March for Life. For 53 years, students, families, patriots, and believers have come to Washington from every corner of the country to defend the infinite worth and God-given dignity of every human life. In 2026, as we celebrate 250 years since our founding fathers recognized the right to life in our Declaration of Independence, I want to thank every single one of you who was out on this winter day, a beautiful day, but it's winter nevertheless.
Sure is.
To stand up for the unborn.
It sure is.
6 years ago, I was proud to be the first president in history to attend this march in person. Since then, we have made unprecedented strides to protect innocent life and support the institution of the family like never before. There's never been anything like it. In my first term, I was honored to appoint judges and justices who believed in interpreting the Constitution as written. That was a big deal. And because of that, the pro-life movement won the greatest victory in its history. Now the work to rebuild a culture that supports life continues in every state, every community, and every part of our beautiful land. This is a battle that must be fought, must be won, not only in the corridors of power, but above all in the hearts and souls of the people. That is why under the Trump administration, we're strongly defending religious liberty. We're bringing back faith in America. We're bringing back God. We have stopped forced taxpayer funding of abortion at home and abroad. We're championing faith-based adoption and foster care and supporting our parents by investing $1,000 into an account that will grow over time for every newborn baby. With your help and support, we will continue to fight at the eternal truth that every child is a gift from God. Thank you, and God bless America.
That was dope. $1,000 to every newborn. Don't go out there and start dropping it like it's hot now, y'all. Start being, oh, now let me have a baby over there. Another baby over there. Somebody has a message that they want to get out. I want to help them say it. I know political affiliations here. Welcome to the HOBL fam. Come and have some laughs while we watch the current topics. Good morning. We got the best vibes. There was someone that wanted to say something about Indians and Native Americans. I really want to make sure that person gets their point out. Excuse me, guys. I just want to grab that if I can. If you want to put that up there again, you was trolling and kind of spamming it, but I got you. Hold on a minute. Somebody said, this is Vehicle of the Earth, DA. What happened to the natives of America and the native language? Who exterminated all of the natives? Good question. Really good question. Love the natives. I got to be honest with you guys. I think that when I think back to the times of when this country was birthed, and there's always enough for everybody is how I look at it. When they taught you something, there's no reason for you to do what you did. And it's just like, why? I just don't get it. And yeah, I'm there with you. Trust me. I report the news, but we do have the same views. I promise you we do. Do have a heart. I'm a real person, and I understand where you're coming from. Because this country was, how did we get it? Thanksgiving. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. FBI report Mexico. We got to get on over because there's an announcement of a capture of a fugitive. That Olympic guy that was in Mexico, what was his name? Brian Wedding. They finally got him, you guys. He was on the run. They got him. They got him. They got him. They got him. And they're comparing him to like Ryan Wedding. They're comparing him to like the new Julio Chavez or somebody like the big D-rug dealer of the times. Check this out. They got him though.
Snowboarder turned alleged drug kingpin has been arrested
El
after
Chapo.
spending nearly a year on the FBI's most wanted list.
He's now in Southern California facing a long list of charges, including murder and drug trafficking. Eyewitness News reporter Rob McMillan is live in Ontario, where the FBI made the announcement earlier today. Rob.
Good morning. Well, the FBI is not going into specifics as to how Ryan Wedding was captured, only saying he was apprehended last night in Mexico City. This is the culmination of what they say was a year-long effort to bring him into custody. It ended this morning with him landing here at Ontario International Airport in handcuffs. Ryan Wedding, a former Canadian Olympic snowboarder turned alleged drug kingpin on the FBI's 10 most wanted list, is now in custody, apprehended during an operation last night in Mexico City.
This is what a united front looks like. And just to tell you how bad of a guy Ryan Wedding is, he went from an Olympic snowboarder to the largest narco trafficker in modern times. He is a modern day El Chapo. He is a modern day Pablo Escobar. And he thought he could evade justice.
The FBI says Wedding and others are charged
like
for their role in a transnational organized crime network, shipping about 60 metric tons of cocaine across the border through Southern California, then up to Canada.
Mr. Wedding is also wanted for orchestrating multiple murders of victims and government witnesses.
Wow.
Ryan Wedding tormented several people and several families that will never be the same. But today, they get the justice that they sought.
Authorities showing a united front this morning and solidarity with the United States neighbors, both north and south.
We've worked with our Canadian partners, our Mexican partners, our partners in Colombia and the Dominican Republic.
Wow.
The Treasury Department has sanctioned 19 people.
First of all, nobody seemed like it's safe no more. I'm telling you right now, they done went to Venezuela and got Maduro and brought him back. They got this dude, like, it's like, ooh, boy, can't front. They getting them good now, but everybody... But in this case, they wanted to put it in the front because they wanted to make a mess. They wanted to show the message, the fact that they got him. And everybody behind him like, yeah, we got him, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, right? And he was on the plane like this. He's like this. Oh, I really wish I was back in my private hut with my 75 cars and my jet skis and all the girls and all the money. But was it worth it? That's the thing I want to ask you guys. I saw Ice-T yesterday when he was talking about D-rug dealers and gangsters. He said the only thing about being a D-rug dealer or a gangster is I've never seen one actually retire at 65 successfully. Makes you wonder. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got more to get into.
Including Ryan Wedding himself. We've seen mountain of drugs, cash, weapons. We seized the Mercedes-Benz, estimated over $15 million. We seized dozens of motorcycles worth approximately $40 million. And other valuable art.
Yo, I'm sorry, I'm a motorcycle maniac. What? Yo, y'all see this? He's got every single motorcycle in existence. Like, what do you got, dude? You got CBRs. This dude got Jixas. Yo, it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4. How many rows of motorcycles is that?
Other valuable artwork and jewelry.
I think it goes without saying, to go down to Mexico, to find a guy who's been on the lam for multiple years for some of the most egregious crimes on planet Earth, takes an interagency-wide effort led out by President Trump, our DOJ, and our partners in Mexico, and very grateful for that partnership.
Yo, see what I'm saying? He had all of those material items. You could have had all that stuff. You got all of that stuff, but now you have nothing. Nothing. You ain't really got nothing. And then after that, the sad part about it is, only thing you can do is be in jail. Like, yeah, man, I had motorcycles, I had mansions. They're gonna be like, this dude is lying. He ain't have all that. It's always when you get inside. I've heard from people, and a lot of people that come out, they always talk about how people be bragging about what they had. And I see some movies where people be like, yo, man, they caught me with like 2 keys, son. You know what I'm saying? You find out they got like an ounce or something or whatever like that they got caught with. Get out of here. Because, you know, they always try to hype themselves up to make themselves look better to the other inmates. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because what do we got over here? Do we want to... Oh, yeah, we got the president talking a little bit about the people that were taken off the streets, the success rate, another part of the clip that we watched 2 days ago, just to make sure we're getting everything out of our information over here, you guys. I think we're going to go back to Washington very briefly. Let's go over here and get this info.
Well, I think it's like a record. So these are accomplishments. We have a lot of accomplishments. And as you know, this is the anniversary, first anniversary. January 20th, and it's been an amazing period of time. We have a book that I'm not going to read to you, but these are the accomplishments of what we've produced. All page after page after page, individual things. I could stand here and read it for a week and we wouldn't be finished. But we've done more than any other administration has done by far.
Look at Mark Dorfman, he's broke now.
In terms of ending wars, in terms of completing wars, nobody's really seen very much like it. I think it's appropriate that because Minnesota is so much in the fray, and I say to my people all the time, and they're so busy doing other things, they don't say it like they should. They're apprehending murderers and drug dealers and a lot of bad people, and these are just some of the more recent ones that we have, and I can show you some of the people, vicious, many of them murderers. These are all out of Minnesota, just Minnesota. I say, why don't you talk about that more? Because people don't know. Do you want to live with these people? International murder. These are people that are they're apprehended and either put in jails in their country from where they came, and the countries respect us, and so they actually put them there. In the old days, they didn't respect our country. Biden wouldn't do this because he let them all in. You know, if you didn't have open border policies of Biden, none of this, all of the time that we spend talking about Minnesota and everything else, most of them are coming from out of the country. And it's been caused by a previous administration. Look at this, one after one. Boy, these are rough characters. These are all criminal, illegal aliens that, in many cases, they're murderers, they're drug lords, drug dealers, they're the mentally insane. There's some of them who are brutal killers, they're mentally insane.
I'm glad that they're getting them people up off the streets. I know there's a lot of people out here that feel differently and don't want people getting arrested for stuff, but when they do stuff like that and they show you what they're getting locked up for, especially when it comes down to the children and the D-rugs and all of that, I'm with it. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm with it. Let's get them up out of here. Yeah, Casey, they be telling all types of crazy stories when they get in jail. Then they try to have you be their hype man. You remember when I had that spaceship right? Man, you ain't had no damn spaceship. Stop lying. Let's keep on moving over to on the seas right now. Now, I know a lot of people watch our show. We're about 2.3 million a month at this point. That's right, still #1. Don't try to hate it because that's who we are. Not you, but you know how some people have haters. But we don't even talk about them. We do have a widespread audience here. So I'm hoping that Iran doesn't hear what I'm about to say. We coming. We're coming. We are coming, baby. I don't care what nobody say. I know what's going down right here. I told you how we playing 5 moves ahead. That's right. On the seas, giant U.S. armada heads to Iran. As Trump warned them, he warned you. But I don't think you guys were listening. And now you done what we showed previously, you already know that he already know about what happened and what's going on in the streets and with all of these people that the Iranian exile prince told us about, right? Trump already knows about that. Got tired of it. We're already on our way. Iran, we're already setting up. Let's go. Send the whole armada out to, Trump has already organized for an entire armada to go to Iran right now. Donald Trump has ordered a massive military armada towards Iran and warned the Ayatollah that the U.S. is watching. We're not watching no more. He just being smart. Shh. Don't tell them, Bugatti. They already should know. They ain't gonna send that heat out there for nothing. Y'all don't remember how Venezuela got boom, boom, boom. We coming. Hot and heavy. Yeah, coming. They're on their way. Straight up and down. I'm telling you right now.
You know, we have a lot of ships going that direction, just in case. We have a big flotilla going in that direction. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We have a big force going toward Iran. I'd rather not see anything happen, but we're watching them very closely.
You know him, by tomorrow when they start doing an interview, or let's say about 4 more days when the weather's right. That's what they always say. The weather got to be right. And when it happened, and then you get the report afterward. Oh yeah, we bombed the hell out of them. You already, excuse my French. You already know what he's gonna say. Oh yeah, we had to do that, but we didn't want to tell him. You already know what's happening. Tell the truth, y'all. If y'all don't see what's happening, you must be Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles. Double tap that screen and get those likes up right now. We got a situation going on where we got a January 6th cop. He clashes with this with a person while they were sitting in a hearing. This one police officer, he asked for a handshake, and the father was not with it. He wound up getting escorted out by the security. But it seems like the other sitting members of Congress were okay with what he did. Let's get into this real quick. You guys double tap that screen to get those likes up. Told you we had a good show headed out today. Let's get it. So now let me make sure I let you guys see the whole clip. As you can see, police officers right here, they got their back to us. So this is the police officer I'm talking about right here. And this is the father that's not really too cool with, don't like him because he's saying he made some bad, rude comments about him and his family. So he extends his hand. He said, go F yourself. Every single time I communicate to you, there's a problem. There's a problem. And he said, why don't you just go F yourself? Now you see the reporters are gathering because they see stuff is going on over here.
Always professional with me. And it requires other people to contain their Tourette's syndrome. Okay? I'll have her trade in this fucking country. Why are you so bad?
He said, you're a traitor to me, and you're a traitor to my wife, and you're a traitor to this country. Why don't you go F yourself?
My stance, absolutely. Look behind you.
Do something. He said, do something.
Look at your face.
Trust me, I'm using a lot of
many people are constraining you. Look at me. total control over my mind, body.
Hey, the meeting will be in order.
Mr. Chairman, will you?
No shame. No shame. Treating these people that way.
This guy is threatening my family.
Members of the audience,
my children.
members of the audience would please sit down or remove themselves from the committee room.
Rape my children, you sick bastard. Rape my children.
Sit down, please.
Then you're gonna see members of Congress actually applaud the other guy, the police officer, once he leaves out.
Thank you, Officer Fanone.
I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on that one right there, because when he said you threatened to R-word my children, I don't know what the H-E-double-L hockey sticks he was talking about, but once you can get around somebody that threatened to do that to your children, if it really happened, I gotta say, yeah, might have to say what you can say, but you knew that there was nothing going to be able to go down while you're in Congress. But hey, sometimes in the heat of the moment, guy starts talking, you got to stand up for yourself. I don't know what you guys think. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let me know what you think about that right there. Let's double tap that screen. Let's keep on moving forward. Now we got to get on over to Washington, because this is the question. How has Trump pocketed over $1,408,500,000 recorded by the New York Times and additional boards? Okay, cool. Let's get into this right here, because I got a few things that I would like to say. First thing I want to say is this. This here is Anderson Cooper. This is Anderson Cooper, right? And I happen to know Anderson. How do I happen to know Anderson? Because Anderson called me one day and said something that I wasn't really happy about. Blamed me for something, right? And I was really going to go there and really like give him the business, which I did with my attitude, because what he blamed me for, I wasn't going for it, right? So I gave him the business, and then like right after that, he found out that what he was saying was untrue. So what I know about this person right here is, personally, he gets it wrong. That's what I can tell you about this guy. But this is what's being reported, second party, and I'm gonna just go ahead and still take the information, because you can see I don't want to be, I'm not gonna take it because it's him or whatever like that. I'm gonna still listen to it. I'll do my research and still see if what he's talking about is true. I'm not just gonna not take the information because I don't rock with him, because I really don't rock with Anderson at all.
Today, the New York Times editorial board published an estimate of just how much they've raked in over the past 12 months. By their accounting, it's at least $1.4 billion. Now, that includes income from licensing Trump's name, overseas real estate projects, as well as hundreds of millions of dollars from investments in cryptocurrencies, the money that Amazon paid Melania Trump, the family, for a documentary about Melania Trump. The New York Times investigative reporter, Russ Buettner, is here. It is staggering. A figure of nearly 1.4 billion. I mean, it's closer to 1.5 billion. It's incredible. Did it surprise you?
It's absolutely shocking. I think it's been shocking every month. I mean, I studied Donald Trump's finances, including obtaining his tax returns with some colleagues, for over a 20-year period. And this amount is really greater than the sum total of everything he made from his inheritance, from being on The Apprentice, and from all the licensing deals while he was on The Apprentice.
It's more than he ever made in his whole life.
I think those things were his big profit centers because his business performance was uneven.
Right.
So those three things that really his golden days, this is more than that, all in 1 year.
And this is just the first year. It seems like there's no reason why. I mean, they're open for business.
They're open for business, and they've been expanding things on a regular basis, especially.
He's a clever Bill's Nastard boy. He's a dastardly dastard right there, ain't he? They're open for business. Okay, they've been open for business. Trump Golf, Trump this, Trump Lodge, Trump Palace. Didn't they actually want Trump to be the president because of his deals and the way that he was making money and because he was a businessman? Isn't that why the first administration was voted in? Let's be fair about this situation, right? And then they felt that he was bad and they forced him out and they put Biden in, and then they saw how bad things were going, and it was so bad that they voted again and brought him back into the office, and now the country is thriving monetarily. So I guess the first thing that you guys have to really look at is he actually is good at doing business and is a good businessman, which is the reason why the majority of people voted for Donald Trump. Not to say that he was not going to do business. Now, if you put a clause in there saying that he's not supposed to do business, as they did on the first term, I understand what you're talking about. And let's be 100% fair. Yeah, but Bugatti, the other day you was talking about Nancy Pelosi, and you also said something about Ilhan Omar. Yeah, but Ilhan Omar don't got her name everywhere where people want to spend $50 million to have your name on a building. Omar Plaza, a license. You get where I'm going with this? You don't see Nancy Pelosi's name getting licensed anywhere years ahead of the time where she was even president. No, he's already been doing business like that. People have already been licensing his name for many different things, ties and everything. Now let's be totally fair about it. I didn't like what he was planning on doing at Camp David the first term, when he wanted to move the meetings from Camp David to Mar-a-Lago or somewhere else where they were going to be paying and making monetary off of that. So there's things that I don't like, and there's certain things that I do approve of, and I pay attention to like as much as I possibly can to try to get the best, solutions and answers to the things that I'm talking about. So I have a little bit of history of understanding the person. So it's really hard to define a person that's actually the president and did business before, unless those things are understood. You get where I'm going with this? And it's a really fine line because his kids still do business. They still have licensing opportunities and things going on. And yes, he definitely is a public figure, one of the largest public figures, and it's very lucrative to do business under the Trump name. Can't deny that. So any way you guys want to take that, I'm just going to leave that open. You can take that in a negative manner because I see fine line things there as well. And if you can take it in a total positive way, like, oh, it's just his family, how he's doing things as well. It's a borderline situation that I feel as well, in certain elements, in certain degrees, just to be fair and let you understand where I'm coming at. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys.
Into cryptocurrencies, they recently just transformed their social media company into a Bitcoin repository company, which is a cryptocurrency, and now they're moving that into some sort of power generation company. But they are just rapidly trying to gather every sort of business that they can to monetize this period.
The brazenness of it is remarkable. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Donald Trump Jr., I don't think the club that Donald Trump Jr. set up in Washington, which is like a private members club, which essentially kind of promises access for paying members of the club to government officials and cabinet secretaries.
Now, something like that, that's like kind of an accusation. Again, Anderson, we would have to look into that. And you just threw out something like that not that many people know about what's going on. And so you should probably get a little bit of history of that and then introduce that before you bring it up. That's just how he is, man. Yeah, I heard that your people broke into the building and did. Nigga, is you crazy? We've been having that building for over 15 years. What are you talking about? You just bought it. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. And as a matter of fact, you keep on calling me. I'm going to have my lawyer contact you with some defamation situations going on. How you like that? Dude, exactly. I don't want no beef with Bugatti because one thing I've never been is a dumb Nils nigga. Don't play with me. Don't like them too much, you guys. When people don't know what they're going on and know what's going on and take third-party information and take it as law, you don't trust anything that them people are saying. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. And if you got beef with it, homeboy, I got the recordings and the video and the pictures of us inside the building. Let's do it. Let's keep on moving forward to Washington. We got Ansari, who asked James Comer on Congress, will they hold Pam Bondi in contempt of court and for only releasing 1% of the Jeffrey Epstein files. Let's get into this, guys. Let me get back on course. It's just people like that just make me like, oh, let me at them. I'll splat them. Fuckatash.
Patently absurd. And the files they did release were heavily redacted, which is completely illegal according to the law. On December 23rd, the DOJ said they miraculously discovered over 1 million files related to Epstein. All of these patterns are an attempt to slow down the release and fail to meet the lawful deadlines are consistent and coordinated. This is all part of an intentional cover-up, which leads to the unavoidable question, who is the president protecting when we know he only cares about one person? I guess I'll end with my question to the chairman. The Attorney General, Pam Bondi, has violated the subpoena issued by this committee. We should be holding her in contempt to remain fair and to remain transparent. And so I ask that you do that if you really, truly want to be fair and care about the justice for the victims here.
May I respond? We have been very clear. We expect those documents. She has complied. She's turned over documents. In the
1%
beginning, you all complained and said the first document dump didn't have enough redactions, and the second document dump had too many redactions. So they're trying to get this, and I believe
Mr. Chairman,
that we will get those documents very soon. I have been assured we're going to get those documents very soon.
I hear you, but with all due respect, given everything that she herself stated in February of last year, her own statements in front of the entirety of the American public saying, we have the documents. They are ready to go. The subpoena from this committee was issued in July.
And nobody on our side is defending Pam Bondi. I can assure you.
Then she should be held in contempt. If we are going to hold,
she is complying with. They have turned documents over. They have turned documents over, and every time they do, you all complain about too many redactions, not enough redactions. So.
That is unacceptable. It has been 6 months.
Right, your time's expired, and we want the documents. We've made that very clear.
But I gotta say one thing. From what I'm seeing with James, with Comer, he has been like going hard about this situation. He's like, all right, can we get Bill Clinton in here? And I'm telling you, he riced them up. He diced them up as soon as they didn't come. He had the paperwork waiting, like, I know he's not going to come. So, boom, let's hit him with the contempt, and pushed it through and got it. They're over there like this right now. Bill and Hillary like this right now. What the hell are we going to do? What are we going to do? Are they going to arrest us? What's going on? They are scared. They shooting bricks right now. Doodle bricks this big right now coming out of Hillary and Bill's back right now. Let's get on over to Thomas Massey as he's talked straight up. And he says the same thing. Somebody asked him, are they going to find Pam Bondi in contempt of court? Pam, you're going to have to fight your way up out of this one, boo. They coming after you. What we got over here? Yeah, they coming after you right now.
Former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton in contempt of Congress.
Woo.
Last week, both Clintons defying subpoenas from the GOP-led House Oversight Committee, skipping testimonies tied to the panel's investigation into convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. 9 committee Democrats yesterday siding with Republicans to hold Bill Clinton in contempt. 3 Democrats voting to hold Hillary Clinton in contempt too. But the Clintons argue the subpoenas are legally invalid, saying they were treated differently than roughly a half dozen other witnesses not allowed to submit written statements, even offering a meeting between Bill Clinton and the committee's top Republican and Democrat, which was also rejected.
There's no reason for us to take James Comer seriously.
Democrats calling for Attorney General Pam Bondi to be held in contempt, pointing out the Department of Justice blew past its legal deadline more than a month ago to release all of its Jeffrey Epstein files.
True.
Only a fraction of the DOJ's millions of pages
1%.
of records made public so far. House Republicans have avoided calling on President Trump to testify, despite his own decades-long friendship with Epstein in the 1990s and mid-2000s. No Epstein survivor has ever accused Trump or Clinton of...
Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, Jordan. Thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate all of the support that you guys give us over here at Our Bottom Line. We're working on going to OBS, and we're trying to get us another nice computer so that we get even better. As you guys can see, we got a couple of situations going on now. We've got better audio, we've got better video, as you guys can see, and there's one other thing. Oh, we're now being viewed in 5G. As you see that little reel thing, it only spins for a second because we had to get on the 5G network. And again, everybody, thank him so much for the $5 super chat. That's Jordan Dowdy right there. Thank you so much. Let's keep on going.
Of wrongdoing.
I'm confident President Trump's going to have to answer, more questions from you all.
But should he have to under oath by your committee?
Well, there's never been a sitting president come under oath in an oversight committee hearing. But we'll see what how this plays out. We want to get the truth.
At least 2 Republicans who voted to hold the Clintons in contempt themselves defied subpoenas from the House January 6th committee. They never faced contempt of Congress charges, but 2 of Trump's closest political allies did, serving prison time.
The full House now expected to vote on holding the Clintons in contempt in about 2 weeks, and if it passes out of that chamber, it goes to the Department of Justice for possible criminal charges. George.
And Jay, big. So yeah, it's already in for civil. That's what he was about to say. It's already in for civil, and now they got to see if they're going to do it for criminal charges. Okay, now we're going to keep on moving forward. Like I said, we got Thomas Massey, who straight up accused Pam Bondi of breaking the law in the Epstein files. Let's go.
They're driving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you explain your vote? Come on now, let's go.
No vote on the DHS bill? Too much spending. I mean, they would have you believe we're spending less money, but you got to remember they stuffed money into the big beautiful bill so they could make it look like they're spending less now.
So this is now more than a month since the law, they were supposed to follow the law and release all the Epstein files. What are you going to do about it?
We may be doing something soon, legislatively. I don't want to spill the punch yet.
I mean, why not go to the floor and name these alleged people on the client list, like you said you were going to do?
Pam Bondi's job. She's breaking the law. Pam Bondi is breaking the law, and in flagrant violation of it at this point. But please just remember this: they say there are millions of documents. There's about a few dozen documents they desperately don't want to release. The FD 302 forms that when the victims give their testimony to the FBI, they fill those out. There's the indictments that never got served. Those we want prosecutorial notes. Those are the dozens of documents. We don't want millions of documents. We know exactly what we want. We know exactly what they're
Thank you so much, Xavier. I appreciate you as well. Thank you so much.
hiding, and they're doing it on purpose.
Are you saying the DOJ is purposefully stalling in your view?
Absolutely they are. They're going to try and drag this out as long as they can. But
they got to be doing this for a reason. There's really some people that they're trying to protect and not let these files out, you guys. Why would they not just go ahead and let them out? 1% has been let out so far. That's pretty crazy. Thank you so much, Xavier, for the $5 super chat. Like I said, we appreciate it all. Do me a favor, you guys. If y'all appreciate the content and the way we stacking this deck today, trying to make sure that we get all of the information out, not just one part of it, leading to the back end of the story as well, do your boy a favor and double tap that screen and get those likes up. We're trying to get to 70,000 subscribers. We did the 60 already. You know what I'm really shooting for, right? To put that plaque behind us. Let's get it, y'all. Come on, let's go for it. That's what we're working for right now, trying to bring you guys current events, trending topics, and the truth, the best way that I can do it. You guys can say whatever you want to say in the chat because this is the #1 chat on YouTube, #1 during the 6 o'clock until we're done hour. That's right, you guys. We got to keep it going because we got more coming from President Trump when it comes down to the ability to have Pam Bondi go after the Clintons. You think that's going to be something? It's going to be hard for her to go after anybody right now, bro, because she got to dig herself out first.
Let's bring in Democratic Congressman Suha Subramanian of Virginia, who sits on the Oversight Committee and who voted to hold former President Clinton in civil but not criminal contempt. Congressman, good to have you with us. Some of your Democratic colleagues have called this a witch hunt, especially because President Clinton was in active negotiations for an interview with the committee. So talk to us about your vote specifically involving former President Clinton. Are you trying to have it both ways?
Well, let's be clear. I mean, the Clintons have been negotiating, but the reality is we've been negotiating for 5 months now. And so I think the idea was to put a little bit of pressure on them to come to the table and be a little more collaborative in trying to figure out that process. But they've been more cooperative than pretty much every other person who's been working with our committee, with few exceptions. Pam Bondi, for instance, we tried to get contempt charges against her, and Republicans voted that down. Let's be clear, the difference between civil and criminal. Criminal contempt, they're going to refer that to the Department of Justice and Pam Bondi herself. And we know the president has been saying, lock her up, right, about Hillary Clinton since the 2016 election, right? And so I don't want to be complicit in allowing this president to continue to go after his political enemies, especially when this really has nothing to do with the victims or nothing to do with really helping us get information about this entire investigation. Because the reality is the Clintons don't have a lot to offer at this point.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with you on that, bro. I don't know if I agree with you with the fact that with what you're saying about them not having that much to offer. Every other perspective, I kind of agree. But when it comes down to them not having too much to offer, I can't agree with you on that. Especially Bill. That's one person that I would like to personally grill. Yeah, let me grill Bill. Not kill Bill. Let me grill Bill. I got a couple of questions. What's going on with that blue dress? Why would Epstein feel so comfortable as to have a sitting president in a photo with a blue dress on with red shoes? Can you tell me a little bit about that? Another question would be, why were you able to let him come to the White House 17 times during one time that you were president, and then noted that you were on the plane with him at least 27 times? You mean to tell me that you don't know anything that has to do with the association of a pedo and you've been around him that much? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Washington president. Oh, nope. We're going to get over to this gender situation right here. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Regular conversations, regular questions, basic stuff that I would ask. That's it. Let's get on over to the president as he defines gender. Keep on moving forward.
Government censorship and restoring free speech made it the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders. This was not a tough one. Two genders. Can anybody guess what they are? Male and female. I think the Democrats know that too, but they refuse to admit it. Ban the use of puberty blockers, hormone injections, and other chemical and surgical mutilation of children. Can you imagine saying this 15 years ago? That we banned the use of puberty blockers, hormone injections, and other chemical and surgical mutilation of our children. You know, when I say it, do I have to say that? I actually asked my people today, yes, sir, because people, it's where the country went. Banned men from playing in women's sports. Big Supreme Court case in that. I mean, I can't believe it. Some of the justices were fighting hard for men to be able to play in women's sports. A couple of them. I can't imagine it, but I think anybody that rules that way should lose a lot of credibility. But
I got a question right now. I really want to see what's going on in the chat. If everybody's paying attention, I really would appreciate. I have one question. How many people? Well, let me ask you a question. Do you believe that there's more than two genders? Do you believe that there's more than male and female? I mean, I want to know. If you believe that there's more, if you don't believe, that means you're just like, I just believe that there's male and female. Give me a thumbs up. Just male and female. If you do feel like there's more than two genders, give me a thumbs down. Like, no, there's more than two genders, Bugatti. There's this, there's that. You know, I don't know them, but I'd like to know how many people in our chat would like. I want to know where you guys are coming from. So if you think there's more than one gender, I mean, only two, did right here. And if you think, I already saw the thumbs down, so I'm already like kind of like, whoa, I want to see who that person was. I know people are laughing already. Wait a minute. There's 82 according to the polls, only male and female. But Brian, I got you, bro. God created male and female, period. Only two. There's only two. Two. Okay, because that one person, go ahead and put it back up there. If you believe that there's more than two, who are you? If you believe that there's more than two, Adam and Eve, only two, praise God. Okay, come on, keep on letting me know what y'all think. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. I love y'all. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. God bless President Trump. Two. There we go. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward. We don't got none of them type of people in this chat. Whoa.
We banned men.
You mean to tell me nobody had no purple or pink hair in the chat?
From playing in women's sports. So what you have to do is look at the records. Look at weightlifting records. Look at swimming records. Look at track and field. It's not fair. It's very demeaning to women.
Thank you.
Banned transgender ideology and critical race theory from our schools.
Yeah, leave that alone.
This is crazy. Check this out.
All right, first of all, I really don't believe messing with them kids is right because they don't even know their brains are not developed. Let the children grow. Let them understand alphabet, numbers, and colors, and technology, and even teach them stuff about finance, and stuff to have them saving their money when they're young. Things that we never did. Keep them inside of the gym and sports and all of that. But as far as anything that got to do with any grown person's freaked off thoughts, I need to keep that to yourselves. I do not want to see any grown man with a bikini on sashaying in front of no kids. I do not like that. Doing all that flashing and all of that. Ooh, that's a problem. And I'm going to be honest with you, I have always been scared of those type of people. Ever since when I was little. Anytime I see a man dressed up like a female, I was scared to death, because anybody that got the bills nose to do that, you got to be off your rocker. Thank you so much, Xavier. Logically, if there's more than two genders, would that make the B's and the LGBTGs bigots? What are they attracted to? Both of? Exactly. And why they always got to use something? Just do this and make yourself go. Don't put your hand down there. Real talk. Let's keep on moving forward right now, because we got a video that shows doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Ice, ice, baby, get 'em! We getting back into it, you guys. Poland Spring, what it means to steal from Maine. Let's get into it, you guys. We got to get on over to Maine and see what's going on with this major ICE operation.
A new immigration enforcement operation is happening in Maine.
That's right. And our own Fox and Friends Weekend co-host Griff Jenkins is joined. He joined ICE on Operation Catch of the Day as agents work to find hundreds of wanted criminals.
Griff was embedded with him yesterday, and he joins us right now from Portland, Maine. So, Griff, tell us about Catch of the Day.
Well, Steve, and Rachel and Joey, good morning. The feel-like temperature here is -3 right now, but that did not stop ICE yesterday on
That's why they call them ICE. They come to get you in the cold.
Operation Catch of the Day from hitting the ground running. Now, some targets proved harder to catch than others. Take a look at this man from Sudan. Now, this Sudanese migrant right here has a long rap sheet. He has more than a dozen criminal convictions in Maine, according to DHS, and those convictions include aggravated assault, false imprisonment, multiple violations of protection orders. A federal immigration judge had ordered his final removal long ago, but until today, guys, he was roaming the streets due to Maine's sanctuary policies. Now, to take a look at this video, we also made arrests of 2 Ecuadorian nationals. They are facing drunk driving charges. One crossed the border illegally during the Biden administration and was released. Listen to Deputy Assistant Director Patricia Hyde talking about the target operation.
We have approximately 1,400 targets here in Maine.
Damn.
Ranging from rape of a child, drug trafficking,
get 'em.
Sexual assaults,
get 'em.
Simple assaults, driving while under the influence, you name it, they're on the target list.
And Deputy Assistant Director Hyde says that these criminal illegal aliens on this list are from Senegal, Somalia, Honduras, Guatemala, the Congo. But no surprise here, in a sanctuary jurisdiction, the local mayors are not cooperating. Portland's mayor blasts in the crackdown, saying this: "We are a welcoming city. There's no evidence of unchecked criminal activity in our community, requiring a disproportionate presence of federal agents." And Lewiston's mayor, that's a neighboring town, posted an ICE Watch hotline on social media, noting that it's available in 9 languages. Here is Patricia Hyde's reaction to that. Listen.
They ban their law enforcement from partnering or even communicating with ICE. And when law enforcement doesn't communicate with law enforcement, that puts our communities in danger.
Yep, because now they got to go out there. And also, you can't say nothing about the other part of it. Now when they go knock in that door and your grandmother's sitting there and her papers ain't no good either, grandma going too. Watch your head. Oh my God, look at that pizza shop over there. Chinese restaurant. Yep, everybody gotta go. See ya. Hope you had a good time. Bye now. Hope you had a good morning to ya. Hope we never see you again. Goodbye. See what happens, man? That's what happens when Poland spring, when you try to hide out in Maine. Let's keep on moving forward to San Francisco. You guys, we got to get over to East Bay, where the law enforcement activity connects an organized fuel theft investigation. Uh-oh, they stealing the gas out there in Portland. Let's get on and see what they're doing out there with this gas.
And multiple agencies descended on the East Bay today. Their target, an organized theft ring stealing fuel. Here's a map showing 4 locations of their search in Alameda and Contra Costa counties. NBC's Lena Jones has the details.
How the hell you steal fuel?
This location here in Oakland is one of 4 locations involved in this multi-agency investigation that all centers on a fuel theft ring. FBI agents, police, and others took over part of Alameda Avenue in Oakland, targeting this shipping container yard. We're told they're looking for evidence linked to a crew that's traveling around several counties, stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of fuel.
It started in Greenfield in August of last year, and once it occurred in our city, we learned that there was other locations that also had experienced, or other cities that had experienced fuel theft, dating back to January of 2024.
Investigators say the organized crime ring is targeting gas stations, small and large, throughout Monterey County and Northern California, stealing fuel and reselling it.
I'm not going to get into the specifics of what mechanisms were used or in which manner they were used, but they were able to successfully get the gas from the gas pumps.
Search warrants were executed today at multiple locations, including Oakland, Richmond.
Anytime you hear something like that, they don't want to make you knowledgeable of the possibility of somebody else going to do the same thing. So basically, it probably was an app or somewhere around with a card or something like that, that they were able to manipulate the pump so that people can basically steal the fuel. And they had like something going on, and there was a lot of money being stolen that way. But of course, he doesn't want to educate people on how to do it.
And San Leandro, where investigators found evidence in fuel samples. Greenfield police from Monterey County are heading up the investigation into the crime they say poses a public safety risk.
It's not a tanker that's insulated to be able to transport that type of chemical, that fuel. So yeah, it causes a danger to the public and a danger to everybody that's on the road.
Oakland Council member Noel Gallo represents the district where the operation was executed. He claims police are looking for multiple Oakland residents involved in the crime ring.
3 or 4 individuals were part of this operation statewide.
Guy also says the storage yard has been a problem in the past. He claims the FBI previously confiscated weapons stored in the storage containers.
So that dude was like siphoning gas from the tanks and putting them in that tank and hiding them out somewhere. Crazy. People stealing gas, like Jesus, are you serious? Hey, it's like nothing nowadays is safe to say that they wouldn't steal. If it's worth money, they gonna try to steal it, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward now, because I'm going back to Indiana. Indiana's where I'm from. We're going back to Indiana. 2300 Jackson Street. We're going to Indiana, you guys. But this one here, not such a good story, because we got a situation where we're doing a follow-up on five people that were arrested in the pow-powing of an Indiana judge and his wife. First thing that we did about a week ago is we reported the story about the judge and his wife. Now they've obtained the people who actually did it. Let's go.
Fox News alert: 5 arrests have been made in connection with the shooting of an Indiana judge and his wife in their home last Sunday. Todd Pyro joins us with the latest. Hey, Todd.
Hey, guys. A big break in this major case. Judge Stephen Meyer was simply in his home in Lafayette, Indiana on Sunday when he and his wife were shot. Now, following a lengthy investigation from Indiana police, 5 people have been arrested. Both Meyer and his wife have been in stable condition following the attack. But get this, each of now five alleged attackers have been arrested on attempted murder in the first degree and conspiracy to commit murder. In a statement following the attack, Meyer continuing to have faith in America's due process, saying, "I want the community to know that I have strong faith in our judicial system. This horrific violence will not shake my belief in the importance of peacefully resolving disputes. I remain confident we have the best judicial system in the world, and I am proud to be a part of it." Lafayette Police Department saying the investigation was done as a joint effort with the FBI, U.S. Marshal Service, and Allentown, Pennsylvania Police. Chief Justice of Indiana, Loretta Rush, saying in a statement following the attack, quote, any violence against a judge or a judge's family is completely unacceptable. As public servants, you are dedicated to the rule of law. Back over to you.
All right, you guys, there's certain things that I think that the youth should be educated to. They definitely need to understand how to respect religion. Definitely should respect people's age. Definitely should respect elders, but also try to be it's hard to say respect elders because some of the elders you got to be careful about as well. You understand what I'm saying? So that's a really hard one right there. The reason I'm saying this is because you got a situation with a 15-year-old that was arrested in Brooklyn, and he was arrested for painting stickers all around the neighborhood. But these stickers were not just the regular kind of stickers. These are different kind of stickers that we're not supposed to be putting around, especially in the playground. Check this out, you guys. A lot of people were really antsy and angry about this, which they should be. I think that the youth needs to be educated on religion. They need to be educated on crime. They need to be educated on economy, money, because they have a lot that they need to understand about. Also, respect is one major thing that they have to be really understanding about as well. Respect the people's religion, their space, and much more. This 15-year-old here, I think he probably needs a little bit more help in one area.
15-year-olds for allegedly vandalizing a park with swastikas in Brooklyn. The hateful image discovered yesterday scrawled all over Gravesend Park, and now the head of the city council leading a push for new city laws to combat anti-Semitism. Eyewitness News reporter Lauren Glassberg live in Borough Park, Brooklyn with more. Lauren.
And David, the swastikas were scrawled during 2 evenings, 16 on Monday night and then 57 on Tuesday night. And now 2 15-year-olds are being charged. That is certainly a relief to the community, but it really speaks to a much larger problem. I see. This afternoon, New York City Council Speaker Julie Menin toured Gravesend Park in Borough Park, along with community members and NYPD, noting all the areas where swastikas were painted this week.
It is disgusting, it is deplorable, it is unconscionable, and we're not going to sit by and let this continue to happen.
The offensive images were wiped away and painted over yesterday, and kids were out today on the equipment, but the hurt lingers.
Words are not enough. Condemning is not enough. There has to be change, immediate change.
Deborah Halberstam's son was killed in an anti-Semitic terrorist attack in New York 30 years ago. She and others are frustrated that anti-Semitism is on the rise.
We know that the Jewish population is 10% of city residents right now, yet 57% of all hate crimes are anti-Semitic. And so at this point, we have to stand up and do something.
On Friday, Speaker Menin announced a 5-point plan to combat anti-Semitism with a dedicated hotline, improved security, and more education. Something this high school student agrees with.
I think they do a good job teaching about the Holocaust, but they don't talk about anti-Semitism as much because they don't talk about current living situations.
Yeah, and not only that, but if you have a beef against another race or religion, a lot of times you do it in a very nasty way. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. Thank you so much, Miss Swanza, for your membership and getting up in here and continuing to be a part of the show. And again, people, again, when it comes to religion and people's preference and their race, we have to learn how to respect each other, you guys, really. And I know some people, these are 15-year-olds, but that's the age before you need to catch them, because that's when they're getting out into the world and they can really start to express negative things like this to masses of people, and it can be really bad, you guys. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel already, I just need to know, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell down there so that you know we're on. Also, do your boy a favor. Hit that like button up there. It gets more people over here. I know we got enough people up in here, and we can really get a lot of people in here to see what we got going on. We like to educate. We bring you up to current events, trending topics. We do a lot of follow-ups on all of the other stories, and we got a lot of new breaking news as well. couple of tech things. We got health programs and different things that we get into. We do it all. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen because now we got this situation here where these employees fight back and pepper spray an attacker inside an LA laundromat. The other day, you guys saw somebody came up in there with the machete and break the glass. Well, these guys fought back. They had some pepper spray. Let's keep it moving, you guys. This guy was kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, too.
Noon 11, there's been another attack at a laundromat. You see it here, the second in less than a week, this time in North Hollywood. It was just days ago that a man with a machete came after a teen in a laundromat in Pomona.
For the Jersey.
Eyewitness News reporter Amy Powell live for us now in North Hollywood with new video of this latest attack. Amy.
And Mark, this was a very bold attempted robbery that happened in the middle of the day. The suspect attacked the owner's wife and some employees, the incident only ending because they fought back. A frightening confrontation inside Laundry King in North Hollywood. Surveillance video capturing a man attacking the owner's wife and several employees during an attempted robbery.
He walked through the doors with a mask on, confronted my employees, demanding to get the keys to the safe or have the safe opened up. And my employees were like, we don't have the keys.
The attempted robbery happening around 2 in the afternoon on Wednesday. Costanian wasn't at the laundromat, but his wife...
Anybody know the Laundry King? Anybody go to the Laundry King?
Heard the commotion and came out of the back room, using a cart to try and protect herself and the workers. The suspect becoming even more violent.
He tried to get the other side of the cart and pushed her around, and that's where she flew and went down on her knee and hurt her knee.
One of the employees pepper sprayed the suspect. He ran out of the laundromat and was quickly captured by police. A year ago, Laundry King was robbed by 2 armed men.
Demanding again for her to open the...
Okay, guys, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. The best way that we found to get rid of the trolls is to ignore them. And if you really want to get rid of them and my mods are not here, say their names. Don't even make comments right now. Just put their name there and I'll do it myself. If they trolling, let me know. We'll get them out of here. And don't even respond to them. Trust me. Just act like I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and stick to you. Don't even chat back to them. Let's keep it moving.
Safe, and she said she couldn't, so they hit her with the back of the gun.
On Saturday morning, this terrifying encounter at a laundromat in Pomona. A machete-wielding man allegedly following a teenage boy into the business and threatening him. The boy's father, who owns the laundromat, exchanging words with the man before he shattered a glass door and fled. The owner of Laundry King has hired a security guard.
I don't blame
People are doing everything they can to make some money, I'm guessing, and they're taking the wrong steps to rob.
Yeah, nothing is safe no more, you guys. I'm talking about you'll be seeing somebody rolling a tire down the street and be like, where the hell you get that tire from? Oh, you want to buy it? I got a tire for sale. What the hell am I going to do with one tire? Yeah, it happens, you guys. It happens. We got to get on over to San Jose. This suspect in the Bay Area was identified in the Kills narjacking. He got up out of here after the police got there. Pretty messy situation. Want you guys to know it gets a bit graphic in this story. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up, you guys. Let's get on over to the Bay Area.
Shootout that had bullets flying around downtown San Jose. A sheriff's helicopter capturing the...
Y'all not gonna believe this. They was pow-powing back and forth around the police car. Like pow, pow, like this is crazy in broad daylight.
Gun battle from above that injured a police officer. It was the violent end of a frightening crime spree across several cities. Police are providing more details today about how that confrontation between officers and the suspect came to a deadly end. The hail of bullets and the suspect then getting hit by a police cruiser. Len Ramirez is live at the scene for us with all the new information on just what happened yesterday. Len?
A much different scene here tonight. Peaceful traffic moving as normal in this intersection. Only a couple of police cars there behind me, still blocking off the exit where all of this took place yesterday afternoon. Also, some good news to report. The police sergeant who was shot in the head by a glancing blow from this
Graves.
suspect, has been released from the hospital. So good news there. Now, the police chief held a news conference this afternoon and took us through the events of yesterday, a very dramatic and dangerous one for officers. From above, a Santa Clara County Sheriff's helicopter captures the moment it all comes to an end.
Ooh, ooh.
A San Jose police sergeant face to face with a heavily armed carjacking suspect, bullets flying at the intersection of Julian Street and Highway 87. San Jose Police Chief Paul Joseph praised his officers for the response to the deadly threat.
Teamwork and self-sacrifice we saw was beyond extraordinary.
At an afternoon media conference, the chief identified the suspect as 30-year-old Mohammed Hussein of Davis. Investigators say it was a crime spree that began with a stolen car in Sacramento, followed by 2 armed robberies in San Jose, then another stolen Corvette in San Jose. Hussein then
Now tell me that don't sound like Grand Theft Auto.
led police on a high-speed chase south to Hollister, where officers say there were 2 separate shootouts with Hollister police.
2 separate ones.
The chase didn't end there. Hussein sped back to San Jose, where he crashed into another car on the Julian Street off-ramp of Highway 87.
Straight Grand
At
Theft Auto.
approximately 3:53 p.m., the suspect collided with a stopped vehicle near the intersection of Julian Street and Notre Dame Avenue. After the collision, the suspect exited his vehicle and charged at an arriving San Jose police sergeant,
Have you ever played Grand Theft before?
immediately firing multiple rounds as the sergeant exited his patrol vehicle, with one bullet striking the sergeant in the head and fracturing his skull.
Somebody literally said that he looked like Prince a little bit. Well, guess what? Him and Prince got something in common, because both of them, now, sorry to say it. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all.
In response, the sergeant and another responding officer discharged their weapons at the suspect.
Yo!
The suspect continued to circle the sergeant's patrol vehicle while firing at him from only feet away. Bullets hitting the vehicle as the sergeant returned fire while bleeding from the head. The suspect then entered the driver's seat of the patrol vehicle in an attempt to flee with it. Moments later, he exited the vehicle and fled on foot toward another vehicle that was stopped in the enclosed intersection. The suspect then fell to the ground as officers fired at him, and he was then struck by a responding patrol vehicle. On the ground, the suspect continued to move and was still armed with a firearm equipped with an extended magazine. Several additional responding officers then discharged their firearms
When they hit him with that Trills Nuck right there, he still was moving.
at the suspect. The suspect sustained fatal injuries as a result and was pronounced dead at the scene. The sergeant was critically injured and was rushed to the hospital.
Game over. Only thing about this right here, buddy, there is no reset. You can't go back to the last save board that you was on, and there's no collecting $300 like on Monopoly. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. We're still gonna put a prayer up for the Thuntadon. Don't know who he was or his family was or anything like that. Could have been mental. And anybody that got hurt in this, really want to pray for them. All of the victims that were part of the craziness and getting their cars taken, really want to pray for them. Amen. But I'm telling you guys, if you ever played the game called Grand Theft Auto, it looked like the overhead view when they were playing it, the way he's running to other cars and everything. Craziness. Keep on moving forward, you guys, because now we got this infant that was seriously injured. Why? Because adults were doing some stupidness. Let's get into it, you guys, and we're praying and hoping that this infant gets through this situation. I want you guys to see this. Please double tap that screen and get those likes up. It really gets more people over here so that we can get more people onto the stories and the information that we have. I really appreciate it, y'all. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up.
Say the baby was thrown from a stroller onto the street during that altercation. It happened at the intersection of Pine Avenue and Vineyard Lane. That's where we find News Channel 8's Georgia MacArthur with more on the man's arrest. Georgia.
Yeah, Jen and Keith, well, I did be out in the neighborhood today, and I talked to neighbors, and they say they weren't surprised to learn that their neighbor had been arrested. We were told that a couple was walking along this sidewalk here when a confrontation started. It's unclear what happened, but a 10-week-old baby is now injured.
Investigators say the incident happened Wednesday afternoon outside a quiet gated Oatsmore community near the intersection of Pine Avenue and Vineyard Lane. According to deputies, an argument between two adults escalated, and during that encounter, an infant was thrown from a stroller and landed on the street.
All right, we're going to start off with Alex Wells.
Wells, who appeared before a judge Thursday afternoon in an orange jumpsuit. Court documents say Wells was involved in the dispute with the 10-week-old baby's father and was caught on video aggressively approaching the child and grandmother. Deputies allege he then threw the stroller, causing the infant to be hurled onto the street. A witness told deputies they saw the infant thrown from the stroller onto the concrete.
We got an aggravated assault on a person over 65 years of age. Right now it's no bond. You're also hearing the child abuse right now.
He need his ass whooped daily. When I tell you a whooping daily, I mean an ass whooping daily. That's when you take the whatever, let's say, because you don't want to kill him. You don't kill him. Let's do it with a very thick rubber strap and just. You want to take a turn? I'm talking about you. He need his ass whooped thoroughly.
Now it's no bond. We're also here on resisting an officer without violence. Bond amount is $500.
The judge then set a bond at $10,000 each for child abuse and aggravated assault on a person over 65 years old and a $500 bond for resisting officer without violence.
What? $500?
And that baby was transported to St. Joe's Hospital in Tampa in the trauma unit. However, officers did not release the condition of that baby.
$500? What did you just say?
Here on resisting an officer without violence. Bond amount is $500.
The judge then set a bond at $10,000 each for child abuse and aggravated assault on a person over 65 years old and a $500 bond for
Okay, so you got 25,000. That's still not enough. It needs to be 150 to, I think it should be 150 to at least $250,000 range for the fact that it has something to do with the child. You crazy? That's not enough. It's not enough money right there. We got to keep on moving forward right now because we got to get on over to Pennsylvania. I want you guys to see what's going on with the way that they're doing this illegal SNAP transactions going on. In Pennsylvania, they're doing a crackdown, and they figured out how dozens of people are now being charged with stealing from SNAP in Pennsylvania.
The Dauphin County District Attorney's Office charging dozens of people with scheming to misuse.
Oh, wait a minute. We definitely have to pray for the child, the baby that was affected in this tragedy, previous story. We want to hope that the baby comes out of this with 100% recovery. We want to hope that that there's no memory of anything negative with this situation, and we hope that there's no limbs or anything like that were affected. We pray and we ask that today. Amen. Thank you, guys. Let's keep going.
SNAP benefits to the tune of $80,000. This is an operation that started in 2023. It involves a Steelton store called Quick Stop Convenience. Here to talk more about it right now, our digital content producer, Grace Miller. You talked to the DA about this as well. So how are they pulling this thing off, according to the DA?
That's right. So this convenience store, actually, it kind of breaks down into two different levels, right? So at the time that this all was found to have happened, the convenience store was actually not even licensed to be giving out or, to be accepting SNAP
there's
transactions.
phase one. Right?
So there's that. They are accused, that owner, of somehow illegally obtaining point-of-service systems from actually giant food store locations across the state, using those point-of-sale systems, having people come in, they would swipe their EBT cards, punch in their PIN, but they found that they were actually exchanging those benefits not for the food items, which like they're supposed to be, but instead for cash.
Okay, so you go in there with your EBT card. You be like, yo, I'm broke right now. Can you do your boy a favor? Well, how much money you got on your EBT card? Well, I got about $1,000 on there. Give me the 1,000. I'll give you $500 in cash. You walk out with 500 cash. I get 500 in profit. That's the theft. Keep on moving.
Which is illegal.
Did they know it was happening, the people that were doing it?
It seemed.
So they were in on it together.
Yes.
I see.
Yes. So part of the investigation, according to the documents and DA Franchardo, who I spoke with today, is that they had state troopers undercover going in, kind of doing these transactions themselves. They said that they observed a lot of patrons walk in they can access the database, see that said person paid $500 for something in there, but they're coming out with nothing.
Okay, yeah.
So that kind of ticks them.
Man, you ain't even go in there with a bag. You ain't come out with a bag of chips. You ain't go in there and get like, yo, you know what? Just put a whole bunch of chips in this bag so they don't know. You ain't even got a front. Come on, what?
How many people are we talking about here who are in trouble?
Yeah, so according to the documents, again, it cited that around 70 customers were supposedly involved in this. And
Hey, yo, Richard, how you think I know? Richard said they used to do that in Brooklyn all day, but not no more. Think I don't know? I know some people that used to do it.
you know, I think they said that it was around $80,000.
When you put it all together. This is going on for a while. I mean, they didn't catch it right away,
2023.
right?
Yes, exactly. So they started investigating in 2020.
See, the thing about it is, I wouldn't do that if I was able to get it. If I was able to get stamps, and you tell me, oh, I'll give you $500 for $1,000, that's when you're a smart person to be like, hold on a minute. I'd rather go get $1,000 worth of food. Food is expensive right now. I'm good. Get the hell out of here. Or I'll go bust some franks. Be outside like, I got hot dogs, y'all. Got them hot dogs. Got them links. Have a hot dog stand going on with the food stamp money. Or do what the ladies do on the train that I tell you guys about all the time. And now we're going to go into it. What do? And they prey on your heart so much. They go to BJ's. Previously they were able to buy candy, chocolates, gum, little snacks and things like that, right? And then they come onto the train with it all laid out like this. Candy, candy, candy. And they got their baby on the back of them in a sheet or something like that. And you really feeling bad for them now. Because it's like, oh my God, this person is really going through it right now. I got to help them out. Candy? Anybody want candy? And then you got people that's sitting there, straight thunderance. Oh my God, hold on a minute. Let me give you something. And then they give them money and whatever like that. They already got a fat knot in their pocket. They're getting free bread, live in a hotel, getting that bread over EBT card, flipping the cash and sending part of it back to the cartel. But y'all give them all the money. Oh, I'll take 2 chocolates, please. I'll take this, I'll take that. So now they take their food stamp money, go to BJ's and buy candy and stuff, and sell it to you for cash. Let's keep on moving, you guys. Where we going now? We're going to go over to Miami-Dade, where this Walmart parking lot, they got piled over shoplifter. I know y'all mad right now. Y'all like, this motherfucker. I know y'all tight right now behind that. Y'all like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me I was trying to help that lady and that's what she was doing? Yep, that's what she was doing.
We have new video tonight of a Miami-Dade sheriff's deputy as he shoots an alleged shoplifter. It happened during a confrontation inside a Southwest Miami-Dade Walmart.
Ain't
CBS
that serious,
News
bro.
Miami's Yvonne Taylor is your reporter live on the scene with the tail of the tape for us. And this
Not that
Yvonne.
serious to be pow-powing nobody.
Yes, Jim. So that man was actually shot in the parking lot of the store. According to Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, they were notified that a man was allegedly shoplifting at this Walmart in Southwest Miami-Dade. So they said that they saw him as he was walking through the aisles of the store, and that's when they were notified. So what you're going to see now is when one of the deputies tries to stop him as he's exiting the store.
Somebody trying to be funny and said they'll give me the money so I could buy another gold ring. I don't need another gold ring. We're working on getting a computer. And this ring was given to me by a very special person that's no longer alive. So that's why I always wear it. You see, I don't wear any other jewelry besides these earrings or whatever like that. But, you know, unless you guys see me like this and suffering succotash, I can't get nothing from you. That's the sad part about it. So I'll always have to struggle and grind for mine. But it's all good because that's what I come from. See, and I tried that before. Take it all off. Maybe nah, they want to see you really going through it. Okay, buddy, here's 50 cents. So why even do that? Just keep on working and doing what you got to do. And if you're going to shine, shine. Just keep on moving.
The man in the white shirt was identified as 36-year-old Kennedy Graham. Body cam video of a Miami-Dade deputy shows the suspect running away. A confrontation ensued.
It's never that serious.
Police say the deputy called for backup as he attempted to detain Graham. Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office slowed motion this image to show the man was armed when the deputy tried to stop him. Let's take you back to Walmart surveillance video when Kennedy Graham was inside the store. You see him walking through the aisles. Police say that's when loss prevention staff observed the suspect allegedly stealing. According to police, Graham walked towards the exit of the store. When a camera from the loss prevention department captured him, that's when the deputy went after him. This is surveillance video outside the store. The suspect is seen wrestling the deputy. The video was formatted in slow motion to show a sequence of the struggle before it turned deadly. The deputy pinned him down, held him by the neck with his legs. Graham fought back.
He didn't want to
dropped
get
the
locked
gun,
up because of the gun.
and you see him fleeing, holding his firearm. That's when deputy pointed at Kennedy Graham and shot him. 2 people were in the parking lot when it happened. It was the morning of November 6, 2025. The location of the store, 21115 South Dixie Highway. Our colleague Peter Dench talked to a witness.
Nah, man, I got a problem with that, bro. I got a problem with that. Even though he had the pow, he was running away. He wasn't trying to aim it at you or nothing. His back was to you like this. He was trying to get away. You don't pow him in that case. Nah, you don't pow him in that. Even if he got to get away with it, let him get away with it. You don't pow him in that. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't have powed him in his back like that. I would have let him get away, especially if he's not turning around and aiming it at me. That's how you got to be civil. Yeah, we just went down and we were scrapping and we was in the heat of the moment. I got up. He didn't try to pow me. He trying to run. I need backup. He's got one. He's got a pow on him. And then we try to figure out a way to get it off of him. But as far as powing him as he's running, I can't condone it. I'm sorry, you guys. We got to keep on moving forward. We're going to stay in South Florida right now where we got this ex-UFC fighter who got arrested for biting his wife on the ear. I want to pray for the person that lost their life in this previous situation as well. Very conflicting story, but I still, up how I feel, it's just the way that I feel. And you guys do not have to agree with me. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward. That's one thing I say on this show. Just because I say something, I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, so liberty and justice, you're not going to do the same thing that I'm saying? Poof. I don't play that. We don't do that around here. We have an open forum and a great chat because of that. Got to keep on moving forward. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it.
The arrest of a former UFC fighter this week in Pembroke Pines.
He is now behind bars after an altercation with his wife. Let's go to Local 10's Hannah Yashivi.
She joins us live outside the Broward Jail in Fort Lauderdale with the very latest on this case.
Yes, he lost his life.
Christy and Eric, these allegations are against Jairzinho Rosenstreich. He was arrested earlier this week by Pembroke Pines police officers, and he's now facing a domestic violence charge.
He did lose his life in the previous clip when he was running away from the police officer. Another reason why I don't think it was that. And what did he steal? And yes, what if they found out that that man had a legal permit? You know what I'm saying? That'd be crazy.
Former UFC fighter Jairzinho Rosenstreich was arrested Monday following a domestic incident in Pembroke Pines. Police say Rosenstreich and his wife were in a car when an argument broke out. According to the arrest report, he allegedly slapped her hand, causing her phone to fall, and later grabbed her arm to prevent her from leaving the car. The woman told officers she punched him in self-defense. Police say Rosenstreich then bit her wife's arm before she was able to leave. Officers reported seeing a visible bite mark and other bruising on her. Rosenstreich admitted to biting her, but denied grabbing her, saying he was trying to talk her through the argument. Police determined Rosenstreich was the primary aggressor and took him into custody.
All right, sir, good morning. You are charged with 1 count touch or strike battery, domestic violence, and false imprisonment.
The 37-year-old man appeared before a Broward County judge.
I do find probable cause.
The judge says he's being held on no bond due to an immigration hold. He also ordered no direct contact with his wife.
No victim contact, but I am granting an exception. He can have contact through a third party for purposes of coordinating child care, custody, and support.
The judge also telling him moving forward, he can't have any guns. That's the very latest from Fort Lauderdale, outside of the Broward County main jail. Hannah Yashivi.
You bugging. What's your name? You're in Fort Lauderdale right there, right? That's Miami. You have no idea what's about to happen to that man. Did y'all hear the last part of what they said about this fool? He has an immigration hold on him, number 1. Number 2, he just caught a crime with assault charge. Number 3, he's in the great state where who's the governor? Ron DeSantis. Number 4, what do they condone in Florida? Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Number 5, who you about to get a visit from? Ice, ice, baby. Get him. He going back home. Mr. Rosenstrig. Should have never put your hands on her. Already had the hold on you before that. Damn, why did you do it? Why did you do it? Why did you do it? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Why? Now we got to get on to another story. Let me ask you guys a question. How much do you love your dog? Do you love your dog like a family member? Would you do anything for your dog? If it got to the situation where it came between you and your animal, would you sacrifice your food for it? I know I would, and I have in the past. This one lady right here went further than I ever have done in my life when she punches an alligator in the eye for messing with her dog. Let's go, y'all. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. I know y'all not going to see this nowhere else, and I'm not playing. I want those likes to go up. I want to see at least about 10, 15 likes go up right now. Come on. Come on. I would really appreciate it. I've been working for hours trying to bring you guys the heat, making sure you got their current events, trending topics, and everything. We deserve some likes over here. Not trying to hit your pockets because we know it's hot out here for a pimp. But, and I got a little bit of Bustelo in the kitchen with some Lipton tea. So I'm fine with that. But I really would appreciate if you can go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel while you ain't subscribed yet. Become a member. This is the #1 show on YouTube from 6 o'clock until we're done. Might as well be a part of it. Let's get into this. Yes, she did. Bow! Stay in your place. Punched him in the eye. Let me open up the screen right here. Check this out.
That's one angry gator.
It's very aggressive.
Can you imagine going mano a mano with this creature? The lady shooting the video did just that.
I fought an alligator and won.
We were flipping around in the water.
Danny Wright was walking her 4-month-old Shih Tzu Dax by a creek outside Tampa when the gator appeared out of nowhere and lunged for the dog.
I never saw the alligator come out. He was covered in moss.
Incredibly, the gator's teeth clamped down not on Dax, but on this AirTag tracker on his collar. The gator dragged the dog into the creek. That's when Danny jumped in, and she ended up punching the gator in the eye.
Yeah,
My arm is stuck in the alligator's mouth. I punched him a few times, and I was able to flip him over onto his back, and he loosened his grip on my arm enough that I could drag it out.
Danny was left with these terrible bite marks on her forearm. Gators going after small dogs is a fairly common occurrence in Florida. Richard Wilbanks jumped in after his King Charles Spaniel puppy named Gunner was grabbed by a gator outside Fort Myers.
It was just instinct and reaction. I didn't have time to think, which was probably a good thing.
Wilbanks managed to free Gunner, who scampered away. 85-year-old grandmother Gloria Surge was dragged to her death by this monster alligator while walking her dog in Fort Pierce.
Oh my God, the alligator's got her!
Now this latest gator attack.
But Dax is good. I mean, look at how good he is. He's a little puppy.
Not a scratch on him.
Not a scratch on him.
Dax got the last word as wildlife experts took the gator away.
Bye, Mr. Alligator.
The dog was like, yeah, get the hell out of here. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Get him out of here, mommy. You see, Dax had to get a little bit on that one, right? Dax had to get some love. Man, I didn't know about the 85-year-old lady that lost her life to that alligator. I'm going to definitely send up a prayer for her and her family and everybody that was probably affected by that situation there. Lord, try to be careful when you're walking your dogs around the end of these ponds and these places in Florida, you guys. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. Let's get on over to Air Force One. No, let's not do that. We want to talk to you guys about some money and finance information. How do we erase your personal information from the internet for free? Hey, I got to give it to you anytime I can find anything. I don't care if it's 2 seconds of information that's going to benefit us. I'm going to try to bring it to the table. Let's go, y'all.
If you've ever Googled your own name, you could be surprised what you find.
Rich Zamiro shows us how you can wipe your personal information off the internet in today's Rich on Tech.
One quick search and you'll find it.
Come on now, you got to give me a like for this. I'm not even having it. You're going to have to give me a like for this because where else is she going to go to get this information from? I'm just asking you guys, if you appreciate the content that we're giving you right now, the way that we do research, stack that deck, All I'm asking you for is a like. You can give me all the money in your pockets as well, but a like is cheaper. Costs nothing. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen, hit that like button, or subscribe to the channel and become a member. Let's go.
There's so many ways that people can access your personal information.
Your name, address, phone number, age, and much more, all available online and to anyone who looks.
Every new piece of information that is shared about you online can become something that nefarious actors can use to try to steal your identity.
Here are some ways to fight back, starting with Google. If you see a search result with your personal info, tap the three dots next to the URL and hit Remove Result. Fill out the form, and if approved, the link should disappear within days. For ongoing protection, sign up for Google's free Results About You service. It alerts you when your personal contact info shows up in search results. You can request to remove it with a click. Just remember, this only hides the link in Google search. The actual web page stays online. To get the source removed, you'll have to contact that site directly.
The number one factor driving people to adopt a data removal service was just to enhance their personal privacy in general.
Services like Incogni, PrivacyBee, and others promise to help by automating the opt-out process. But they can cost up to $20 a month. A Consumer Report study found many data deletion services don't have a great success rate. Two that remove the most: Easy Opt-outs and Optory. They cost $20 to $40 for the year. But the most effective way might be to do it yourself. Start with the top search results for your name and visit those sites directly to submit an opt-out request. Delete Me has a great directory.
That's right. Google yourself. Come on now, you're going to have to give your boy. Come on, we're trying to get to 400 likes, and I know we got enough people to do it. That's right. You Google yourself. You see your name come up. You see the links next to it. You go in there and you fill out the opt-out. Then the next thing you do, you want to go to the website. And then you also want to opt out on the website to make sure that you opt out. Also, you want to see if there's a way that you can retract the information, because these people actually have to prove that stuff about you as well. When they see the person that's being accused, or some story that they're trying to make up about you, you're actually reaching out to them, they get a little bit nervous because they wonder, like, hey, it might be a lawsuit coming after this. I might need to take it down. Also, even on YouTube, you got a YouTube channel, somebody trying to steal your content or use it. Let me tell you another way to do that. Google your own content. Google Our Bottom Line. Yo, who's this other dude over here using my clips? Oh, and he's monetized. That means he's making money. Boom. So what do? I go to the YouTube, under his video. Boom. I hit the button, and now I want to dispute the fact that he's not supposed to be using my information, my content, because it's copywritten. It's mine. Boop. I fill it out, a dispute, send that to YouTube. Couple of days later, I get the YouTube result on the other side of it, and they take the content down from that person that's using Bugatti's content. We can do that when it comes down to content as well.
Of free opt-out guides with step-by-step instructions for just about every data broker out there.
Even though it might feel hopeless that there's just so much information about all of us on the internet, it doesn't mean you should just throw up your hands and not do anything about it.
Removing your info
DJ Mod, what you mean you got a fire going on right now? You burning files?
It's kind of like a game of whack-a-mole. You remove one listing and another pops up. But the more you take down, the harder you make it for people to misuse your data. Just be mindful where you share personal information moving forward. Links on my website, richontech.tv.
That's right, everybody. Google your name, see what comes up. You know, you never know. Could be some stuff that you have no idea about. Could be somebody using your identity. You never know. Google your own name. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Boom. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. You better really wreck yourself before you check yourself. Remember the DOS Effects remix with Ice Cube? That was fire. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself, because I'm bad for your health. And full stuff, dropping bombs on your moms. Kill Carl Long. That was my joint right there, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward. New York City, New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. It's one of my favorite songs ever, and it's about a fantastic story today, you guys. We got legislation that's been passed on a story that we brought to you here first. And guess what it's about? It's about protecting bodega cats. Finally, we have legislation that's in New York that's gonna save our beloved bodega cats. What does that mean? That means that no longer in a few months, that law is gonna have to come down where they ban bodega cats from being in the store. Now they're saying that the bodega cats legislation is passed, that laws provide the homes. They can stay in the stores now. They can fight rats all night. My question is, how many people have a problem with that? There's some people that love animals and think it's cool, but then there's other people that's saying, I don't want no hair on my bread. Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let me know what you think about this new legislation that's coming through right now to save the cats.
New York's beloved bodega cats could soon get official protection of their own. A bill moving through the state legislature would establish health and safety standards for the cats that live in retail stores. Eyewitness News reporter Lindsay Tuckman has more.
Lydia Aguabia works at the flower stand at Clinton Fruit Market on 47th and 9th in Hell's Kitchen. Her partner in crime is the bodega's resident cat, Pancha.
Animals are love. Animals are happiness, and animals has to be a responsibility for everyone.
Pancha and the rest of the city's likely thousands of bodega.
Come on now, we can get 10 likes for Pancha. Can we get 10 more likes for Pancha? Come on, y'all, we can do it. I know we can.
Cats are the reason behind a proposed bill in the state legislature that would establish official health and safety guidelines for cats living in retail food stores. Standards like regular vet checkups, vaccines, and designated cat zones separate from food prep areas. Assemblymember Linda Rosenthal, who represents the Upper West Side, introed the bill last spring, and it was moved to the Agriculture Committee just this month.
If you adopt an animal from the shelter, they have to be spayed or neutered. No telling where those kitties come from that live in bodegas, but just to make sure. I mean, they work. Keeping mice and other vermin away, but they should also have access to a good place to.
I love the animal advocate. Somebody said, you don't want hair on your bread, but you want rats to eat it. I'm just saying, it wasn't me. Somebody in the comments said the hair part, not me. Somebody said, ooh, what about the hair? That's why I just said it, because I want to be fair to both sides.
Rest, good food, water.
This proposal is separate from city legislation introduced last year that would ease enforcement for stores with cats, which under current health codes are technically not allowed. For New Yorkers who love bodega cats, they hope if the bill passes, the state makes it easy for small business owners to pay for health care.
I know who does want this to go through. CJ the cat. I also know Mark Dorfman wants this to go through. I want this to go through. A lot of people do. Come on now, you go inside the store and see that cat right there playing on that Corona box. You're not gonna play with that kitty. I know I am. Until they start going like this and grabbing at you and it's like, all right, that's enough, I don't wanna play no more. Because some of those bodega cats, they're a little conceited. They walk by you and then they act like that. If you don't pay them no attention, they won't pay you no attention. And then they rub against your leg. You gotta give them a little bit of love right there. But if you do too much, some of them will be like, all right, now that's enough.
Maybe you can't afford it, maybe, I don't know. But it's something that they could probably make a collection, or some people could voluntarily help out.
The bill still needs to go through hearings and a vote before anything becomes a law. But one thing is for sure, these guys aren't going anywhere. It's just a matter of if and how they're regulated. In Hell's Kitchen, Lindsay Tuckman, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
I don't know. I love them. I mean, I love cats too. I mean, I never really realized how much I liked them until I had my own. And you really realize they do get personal with you and they start following you and meowing and all of that. And it starts to get important when they meow at you and stuff. You be like, oh, he's talking to me. So I do like cats too. I've saved many cats. I stole this cat one time from the store because they had him locked outside. It was cold outside and it was snowing. I seen him out there like, meow, meow. I'm like, oh, this little joint. Grabbed him and brought him to the crib. And then I found somebody else and took him. He's chilling now in somebody's house. So yeah, call me what you want, but I'm all for it. So another cat outside in the snow, brought him in the building on the top floor and just left him there. I know it sounds bad, right? I waited in the hallway. I knocked on all the doors. And people like, whose kitten is that? Oh my God, he's so cute. Somebody came out and took him. That's right, you guys. Keep on moving. That's what I was doing. As a kid, I had my own apartment. That's what I used to do. I didn't have my own apartment. So I was like the Robin Hood of saving animals. Leave them in the hallway, knock on all the doors and run. Whose dog is that? Somebody come save him. That's right, you guys. Let's get on. We got to keep on moving forward. I know I didn't know what I was doing, but I thought I was doing something. But you know who is doing something and putting in a lot of work? Lynn and Nova. That's right, you guys. Supernova and Lynn. They got another progress report for us this Saturday. They're going to give us some ideas of what's going on with Nova. I'm going to be honest with you right now. I've been really proud to see him step up and do his thing. And right now, the small things, every little challenge, every little thing that we can get, we have to appreciate it. And that's what Lynn says. And I want to take that and champion it. Because Nova is on his way back, you guys. Let's get into it.
On this series where healing meets faith. Day 5. Honoring small wins. Affirmation. Every small gain is held in God's hands. Today, I choose to notice what others may overlook. Things like that moment when he stands, the moment when he scratches himself, and even when he sleeps. These are not small things. These are signs of God's care. Whispering healing is still at work.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but this is the crazy thing about it. You guys noticed a few things I know I did. And he looked at her like, what? And she was just like, oh. He didn't even realize he was scratching himself. He's not supposed to be using his back legs. They're not supposed to be working. But guess what? With love, prayer, all of our love and all of our prayers, as well as our donations for that surgery, as well as his therapy, his doctors, his therapists, Noah's on his way back, you guys. And I'm telling you, I'm giving a prediction by spring, my boy will be running. I just can't wait till the first time I see that XL do them zoomies. I'm probably not going to be able to come on. I'm going to be crying so hard because I can't take it now. I just love to see the progress, and I do appreciate every single small accomplishment. I want to keep on praying for Nova. I want to pray for every single person in this chat and make sure that everybody's doing good and get out of here today and have a fantastic and safe day. I want all of our family members to be safe and really take care of the animals out there when this snowstorm is coming out. And just want to tell everybody that we love you and we care for you and we hope that you all are safe. That's what we want to do right now. Big shout out to who? I want to pray for Casey. I want to pray for Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, as well as Audrey, Terry, Fitch, Winter. I want to pray for Nikki, Liberty and Justice, Jeffrey Spilker, Summer, also Terry and Miss Swanza, Audrey, Terry, Polly Thompson, Shannon, Batty Lynn, Liberty and Justice, also Sam Champion, every single person that comes to this channel and shows us love. And with that being said, you guys, amen. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that we're about to get to this money, 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 money. That's right, you guys. If y'all trying to make up to $840, all you got to do is hit that link in the description, and all you got to do is fill out that survey. There's 2 surveys. One is about $500 and something. The other one is $350. You fill out the surveys, and you got a chance to make some money, 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 y'all. That's all you got to do, because I know times are rough and it's real out there. That's why I keep those surveys inside that description. In the link, hit the link in the description, fill out a survey. You'll make some money, and I'll make some money too. Also, you got a business, you're trying to promote, you're a traveling salesman. You might be a lawyer, a lawn doctor. I don't know what you do, but right over here, we almost have 70,000 subscribers. Well, we're working for it. So we got about 60 something, but we're about to get there. And we'll help you promote your business in front of all of our subscribers. How do you do that? Send over your promos to us so that we can put them in the post notification area. The only catch is, y'all ready for the catch? Got to be subscribed or maybe a member. And you gotta put it in a 1080 by 1080 size frame in order for it to fit. That's not me, that's what YouTube requires. 1080 by 1080 and send it over to what? bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Bridge, like the Brooklyn Bridge. This, like that, but not this. Right. llc@gmail.com. I'll put them up in the post notification area, and hopefully you get some business coming in when you send it over there. That's right, you guys. Also, that's right, we've confirmed it. It's going down. We're talking about the Show Your Talent search that's happening in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island, with myself as the host, sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. And who's my DJ? That's right, DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. We pull up, we have drinks, we do our thing. That's why you got to be 21 and older to be a part of the talent show. The talent show is what? Again, Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And we have now added an interactive part of the show where you can press that button and say, hey, Bugatti, I got some talent. And if you're good, boom, $250. After we get all 5 people together, you get to go against each other and get $1,000. One person, one group will win $1,000. Sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. How do you be a part of the talent show? You got to go on over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's www.drinkbigdrip.com. 2 G's, 2 P's. Fill out the membership on the first page by putting in your mailing address. We'll keep you updated on every event that we got going on, and you guys will pull up and we'll do our thing. Got to be 21 and older in order to be a part of the talent show. And with that being said, it's Saturday, you guys. I want you guys to have a fantastic day. Don't do too much prep when it comes down to the snow. Throwing salt will only waste your money. If it's gonna snow, let it snow. The truth of the matter is, when you drop that salt down there, you're giving some saturation. And now if you don't stay on top of it, it's gonna be water, and then you got snow on top. So once somebody steps on it, it's gonna be impacted. Let's not do that. This is what you wanna do. You wanna just let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Clean it off. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, clean it off. Because once you start putting that salt down there, you got to realize it's still snowing. And if it's heavy snow, you're not doing nothing but making a soggy palette for slush and more. Don't do it to yourselves thinking that salt's going to help you. Only time salt's going to help you is once everything stops snowing. It'll keep areas clear. It does not prevent stacking. It does not prevent buildup, because once it's cold, it's going to actually help out to make ice. Just so you know that from someone that deals with it. So don't worry about all of that salt crap. Clear the snow, take it off, or get clever like the clip we showed you the other day. Cover it with plastic if you got that much time, and then you don't got to do no shoveling, and you guys will all be all right. But you know what tomorrow is, right? It's Purple Sunday. Purple Sunday, y'all. That's right, Purple Sunday tomorrow. That's when we all show up, show out. We got to have something purple. And no, I'm not trying to sell you guys, but that's what we always do. Normally I wear that purple jacket because that's Purple Sunday. It's my favorite color, so we do Purple Sunday. It's my wind down day. That's right. Also, what else we doing? We got the decals now with the Our Bottom Line logos on it. If you guys have been a member for over, let's say, 2 months, all you got to do is send me your mailing address at the same email address, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridgethisllc@gmail.com. I will send you your decal because you've been a member for longer than 2 months. And if you guys want this, you've had to be a member for at least about, let's do 5 months on the keychain. Since you guys don't like breaking no bread, I'm gonna do it like that. That's how we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna do 5 months on the keychain. If you've been around for about 5 months, I'll send you this. Just send me your your mailing address, and I'll send you the Our Bottom Line keychain. But if you don't want to wait, you can go to the website. The sticker is about $2.99, $3.99, and the keychain, I think I kept that fair at about. Where's the keychain at about? $9.99 or $7.99, something like that. Try to keep the prices affordable because there's no reason to try to rip people off. We all trying to get somewhere, and I would love for everybody to be able to get them. Also, all I do is take the money back in and buy more so that more people can have them. That's what we do about it over here. We keep on dedicating ourselves to the show, keep on trying to make it better, and that's what we're moving towards. We got OBS coming next. We're now in 5G. We got our letters together. And you know what? Might even do a spotlight later. I'll let you guys know. Keep posted. See what's going on. I might put a post up today where we may come back at 6 o'clock today to do the spotlight. But just keep posted and you guys will know. I don't want to promise you anything and it doesn't happen. To be honest with you, it's a real big deal when it comes to pooling the content for this show. So it's hard for me to stop once I'm in the groove. But thank you guys. Can't wait till tomorrow. Can't wait till 6 o'clock in the morning. Purple Sunday. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came in to chill with me on Saturday, I appreciate you. See you guys tomorrow, 6 o'clock in the morning. That's right, we get busy on Sunday. Get 'em! Peace.